Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kenny. If you are new here, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Okay guys, so in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my simple moinmoin recipe. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Alright, so I'm going to be using white beans for my moinmoin. I think you can use any beans you want, but since this is cheaper, most people just use it for moinmoin and it rises better than the other one. So I'm going to be using 2 cups of the white beans, and I'm going to start by soaking the beans in water for a couple of minutes so that it's easy for me to peel out the skin and the black eye from the beans. So once I soak it and I feel like it's kind of ready for me to peel off the skin and the black eye, I'm gonna start taking that out. And to make it easier, to make it the easiest for the black eye and the skin to be taken out of the beans, I always use my blender or food processor, but today I'm going to be using my blender. So I'm going to use my blender to take it out. I'm going to pour the beans into the blender, and I'm going to add more water into it. The water has to be more than the beans so that it's not blending it. And I'm going to use the medium, the low speed on the blender, and I'm going to use it to peel it off just for a few seconds, less than 10 seconds. It's already done, and that way I don't have to be scrubbing the beans to get the skin off. The low speed on the blender and the copious amount of water I put in there just makes it easier for the skin and the black eye to come off the beans, and all I have to do is sieve them out. So this is my beans once I was done peeling it, and then I added Tatase, Rodo, which is what's the name, scotch bonnet, and some albosa, which is onion, into it, and then I'm going to blend it right now. So I'm using my blender to blend it because I had already done the pre-peel blending, and also because I already soaked my beans for it to soften up. It's easier for me to blend it this way. I didn't have to overwork my blender for it to blend the beans into paste. So with just few random moves, the beans was blended into nice paste, which was just without too running or overworking my blender. So these are the things I'm going to be using coupled with the beans. I'm going to be using salt. I'm going to be using liquid maggi. For most other things like moinmoin and akara and egg, I use liquid maggi so that I'm not seeing the hard part of the maggi in there, because it can be difficult to get rid of the hard maggi. And that's why I use the liquid seasoning. I use canned fish and sunflower oil, vegetable oil, and also the bag that I'm going to be using to cook it. So this is the beans. After blending it into paste, I'm going to start adding the things I will need. I'm adding salt. I'm going to add the liquid maggi, as much of it as I need, and then I'm going to mix that. Also, I'm going to add the fish, the 2 canned fish, which is mackerel fish, like Tatase fish. I like this canned fish so much because I don't have to be boiling the fish or deboning it. This has already been deboned and boiled in sunflower oil. So this is what I use most when I need to use fish to spice something up. And then I add a vegetable oil as well. Then I mix everything together. So this is the pot in which I'll be cooking the beans in. I'm putting water in it, then I'm going to use cling foil to form a barrier between the pot and my moinmoin, and I'm going to leave it to boil while I make my moinmoin into bags. So I'm just putting it in bags, and I'm doubling up the bag so that it doesn't burst because of the heat. So I'm doubling up the bag. I'm doubling up the bag and tying it. Then I'm going to put it in the boiled water in the pot. So that's, I made in total of 4 moinmoins because I like my moinmoin fresh. Also my husband likes his moinmoin fresh. We don't like eating moinmoin which is like the next day or something. So I just made 4 so that we can finish it that day and it's not just lying around in the fridge. And the remaining of it, I'm gonna show you what I did with the remaining. So I made 4 bags of moinmoin, then I put it in the pot, and then I'm going to use another kitchen foil to cover it so as to trap the heat in there and so it steams. And I'm going to cover my pot, and that is how I'm going to steam my moinmoin, because moinmoin needs more steam than hot water. Then I'm going to pour the remainder of the moinmoin in this bowl and cover it up. So I'm going to leave it for some minutes and let it cook. And I'm just going to randomly check it to see if the water is drying or not. If the water is drying, I'm going to add more water and then cover it up again. And that is me taking it out and putting it on a plate. And that is my moinmoin, well cooked, well seasoned, and really yummy and delicious, and using it to eat my bread. And that is that for this video. I hope you find it helpful. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and leave me nice comments in the comment section below. Bye guys.